Listen, this time we are in court. Shataa has sued Black Rasta. And for this one, I fully support Shataa. Before we go into details, right? I've always said we've created a culture back home where people can just get up and say whatever they want in the name of free speech, free media. But don't forget that where your freedom starts, somebody's freedom ends there. And it's vice versa. And also, it's about reputation. Sometimes we say things and then later you come back and apologize, but the harm has already been caused. This time around is about Black Rasta. I will not go into details, the things he has said. I just want to read the release from the Shataa movement. Then maybe I say my two piece, then we jump out of here. For me, it's been long overdue. This is the right step. But hey, this is a release from the Shataa movement. 19th. On the 19th. So this is the letter. So this is the letter. 19th of January 2026. It's on the Monday for immediate release. Management of African dancehall king Shataa Wale, also known as Charles Nyama Mensah, has confirmed that the artist has instructed his legal team to file a defamation lawsuit against broadcaster and musician Black Rasta, following a series of public statements deemed as false and then injurious to his reputation. Shataa Wale has, over the years, demonstrated respect for freedom of expression and the role of media in public discourse. However, his management maintains that freedom of speech carries with a responsibility to measure accuracy, fairness, and professionalism, particularly when commentary concerns the character and integrity of individual. The decision to seek legal redress was not taken lightly. It is intended to protect the artist's personal and professional reputation and to reaffirm the importance of responsible broadcasting and commentary within Ghana's media space. As the matter is now before the court, Shataa Wale and his management team will refrain from litigating the issue in the media and also allow due process to take its course. They remain confident in the judicial system and trust the appropriate reform will address the issue raised. Management wishes to assure fans, partners, and the general public that Shataa Wale remains focused on his music, ongoing projects, and positive contribution to the entertainment industry. Signed, Public Relation Manager, Shataa Movement Empire. So this is the release from Shataa Wale. It means that the case has already reached court. I heard or I read somewhere it's about 100 million Ghana. Wherever Black Rasta will get that money from, only God knows. Maybe he has that money. But for me, like I said earlier, this is to set an example. I mean, we have a culture back home where we tend to say things and then later come and apologize, and then people will say, hey, why is he the first person to wrong you? Is he the first person to say such a thing? It's about time we kind of, especially those of us who have decided to do this social media thing, refrain from saying things that when you get to court, it will be extremely difficult for you to explain yourself. Because if you're any auton, you're auton. You understand? When you're wrong, you're wrong. You know, you've crossed the line. You know some of the things you were saying were not true, or it's not true, but you don't care because maybe you might think the person will let it go, but you never know. You never know who I has as a lawyer or the people I have that can invest in me to take you to court. You understand? So for me, it's about time we all learn from this. Um, with all due respect to Black Rasta, he caused this. Let's be fair, because you cannot go on platforms and say certain things you've said. I don't need to play the video here. I don't need that. If you go online and you search, you say it. I don't want to get myself into trouble. You understand? I don't want to repeat what he has done. So this is why Shataa Wale has taken him to court. He has said a whole lot of stuff that I listening to it, I was like, nah, you don't say this. And then this is the problem I have with the management of this radio stations. If somebody sits on his own platform like I'm doing and I say things, then I'm fully responsible. But when I sit on your platform, and I remember some time back, Shatta raised that issue and even went after somebody like Despite. And people did not understand. You cannot get somebody working under your flagship and the person keep saying things or doing things to someone and everybody keep highlighting it, but you don't do anything about it. These are the consequences that will happen. You understand? And later we don't turn around with our Christian faces and come and say, oh, but it's okay, let it go, we are Christians. And no. Listen, the easiest thing to do in this world is to tarnish somebody's reputation. And the most difficult is to repair. Sometimes you never even get to repair it. So in our journey where we try to highlight and support whoever we want to support with our agendas and biases, we have to be mindful of our language. For me, I support Shataa and it's been long overdue. It's on the right path. And for those of us in this industry, this circle, this room, all you need to do is you have to learn. In Ghana, my dialect, they said, Benim Mokoshi and Sha, join lo, ke join lo jibo wa ye nuke monohi. You have to learn from each other. This is why Shataa is in court.